Hello, I am Dylan J. Presley. I'm the host of the Dylan J. Presley Show. And this recently was released. Recently, the Epstein emails. I feel like I had to go into it. I had other stuff planned for my next video. I have been sick recently, so that's a big reason for the inconsistency. I'm very sorry for the very few people watching. Probably just myself, but I want to get into the Epstein emails for sure. Just want to start off the whole Trump administration prior to him getting elected into office was releasing the Epstein files and emails or whatever is contained in those files, and essentially getting those pedophiles under arrest, put under trial, like the filthy criminals that they are, filthy, disgusting pieces of shit, honestly. And once Trump did get elected into office, it really just turned into, the Epstein files, there's really nothing in them, it's a Democratic hoax, and it's really funny. I mean, and also really embarrassing on Trump's part, considering some of these Epstein emails, which were at first determined just like a nothing burger, really. Like, people were saying that there's nothing in these, but people really don't look into them, and it's mainly the Democrats, in my opinion. Because whenever like there's something like, at least for the past like 5 months, or at least for past like half year maybe, something like around that. Since Donald Trump said there's nothing in the Epstein files, Democrats, when anything like relevant or anything related to politics or government happens that's reported on social media or the news, they're always like, "Oh, this is a great cover up for the Epstein files." And I mean, obviously, most Democratic liberals are just plain idiots. But I mean, now that there's finally something out, they're too busy with the ICE, what's going on with ICE, which I will do a video on soon. That's a very good topic I want to get into. But no, I mean, people are just idiots and really don't want to get into stuff. I mean, this is probably the most famous one, I would say, the Calendar Girls one. It's really funny. I mean, not funny, but, it's really just, it's more of an accusation. It's not 100% true, but, I mean, take it as you will. I personally do believe it to be true, because Epstein has been reported at Mar-a-Lago at these parties. And here's the specific one: Calendar Girls, where Jeffrey Epstein would bring the children in and Trump would auction them off. I'm not gonna read this part. I'm not gonna blur it. YouTube can shadow ban me for all they want. But yeah, it's really really gross. The president of the United States doing this. It's really it's gross. I mean, there's always been corruption. But this is just like, this is really just modern times, or at least like in the last 20, 30 years, that we really get this pedophilia and this like high elite class that do these terrible things. And what was the exact this is like the violation questions. I'm pretty sure what they asked the victim. And yeah, I mean, there's really not much for me to go into here. It's pretty, most of the girls have now committed suicide or were murdered. It is a tragedy. And obviously, the redacted, or the redaction. And yeah, and here's the other one I want to go into. I'm not big on going into these, rabbit holes, but I feel like it just had to be addressed since it's been trending recently. The whole noticing thing or whatever. It is what it is. But this is Jeffrey Epstein. I had to look him up. I haven't heard of him until now. Roger Schenck. He's like some AI tech guy, made a bunch of money. AI theorist. And he was neighbors of Jeffrey Epstein. And they would do business deals on and off. This is the way that you make money. Made a fortune in the past 10 years, selling you short the shipping's future. Let the Goyim deal in the real world. From shipping news, the most dramatic growth has been shipping futures, which allows shipping companies to lay off risks. Whatever, you can read the rest of it. But I mean, it's just, it is crazy. Jeffrey Epstein himself being a Jew, and the whole conspiracy revolving around Mossad. And I will definitely be looking more into this. This is more of like an immediate impulse post I'm doing right now. Saw all the Epstein emails and picked out the best two that I could find. I will be posting more in the future, and definitely more consistent. And I will be transitioning over to Rumble soon, I promise. But yeah, this is really all I just want to get into, more of just showing you there's not much input I really could give into this, but it is terrible. And I'm sure a majority of the politicians in U.S. today are connected to Jeffrey Epstein in a very negative way, through pedophilia, child trafficking, all of it. And I'm sure this is the main reason why the Republicans don't want to release the files, and why there's, or at least reveal the full files. And I'm not trying to say that Donald Trump is the only one in here, or that everything that's said about him is true, but he is mentioned around like 1,500 times, if I'm not mistaken. There's other, like, Bill Clinton's mentioned like a little bit more, if I'm not mistaken, but I'm sure there's pardon me, sorry. I'm sure there's more stuff that they're hiding for sure. I wouldn't be surprised that they're redacting. There's photos and everything. It's really gross. Damn. And yeah, but I definitely will be covering more stuff like this in the future. And yeah, thank you for tuning in. If there's any recommendations that you want to see in the future, please comment down below. Thank you for your time. This is Dylan J. Presley.